Welcome back to Draft Genius, guys. Today we're going to take a look at LSU safety Grant Delpit. At 6'3", 203 pounds, Delpit is one of the top safeties coming into this year's draft, behind Xavier McKinney of Alabama. Two SEC safeties coming into the league. Both are great, but today we're going to talk about Delpit and what he does best. Now, if we take a look back at Delpit's 2018 season, where he had a total of 74 tackles, 5 sacks, and 5 interceptions that season with a forced fumble as well, he ended up winning the Jim Thorpe Award and putting himself in position to be one of the next great LSU safeties behind the likes of Tyrann Mathieu and Jamal Adams. Now, this last season he dealt with a high ankle sprain, so productivity went down just a tad, but all in all, looking at the film, looking at what he has shown us he's capable of doing against some of the better talent in college football, it's safe to say that Delpit, when he's 100%, is one of the best players, not just in this draft, but he can be one of the best players in the league in the next coming years, in my opinion. Now, when I watch him play, looking at his film, it's fun to see him play center field, but it's also even better for me. We'll start with the physicality. Now, he's not a huge guy. He's not a big, powerful guy, but he does come full speed ahead. He doesn't slow down when he's attacking, whether it's him coming on a blitz, going after the quarterback, or whether he's coming downhill just to fill in on a run play. He comes down full speed. He doesn't mind putting his body in there. He's a physical player. He's a hard hitter. He's a bruiser, but he's not a big guy. But like I said, he's coming down full speed, and he has a lot of speed behind him. So he doesn't hesitate at all. There's no missteps when he's blitzing. He goes straight at his target, and even if he misses, some plays we see him miss the quarterback on the blitz, but gets right back up and has a sense of urgency to get right back up and get that quarterback, which is the playmaker ability that he just shows. One thing that he does have in common with Tyrann Mathieu and Jamal Adams is that he's a playmaker. He's going to find a way to make a play, whether it's forcing a turnover, whether it's getting a sack, whether it's making a great play in coverage. He's going to make that play, and you can depend on this guy to be one of the guys to step up in big time situations for sure. Now, looking at his film, one of the things that I love is that he's a ball hawk. He's a great ball hawk. Whenever the ball is in the air, he does a great job of getting between the receiver and the ball, no matter what it takes. A lot of times it's some great acrobatic plays he makes on the ball, but that just goes to show you the type of athlete that he is. He's able to run with some great receivers. He's able to play with some physical tight ends as well, which would transition great into the league, playing against some of the top talent, the most talented tight ends the league has seen, just league-wise in a while. I think Delpit is going to be a great guy to come into a defense and play that safety and nickel position, be able to fit in a few roles within multiple defenses. And like I said, you don't just become an All-American 2 times in a row just by luck. 2019 playing with a high ankle sprain was no joke, but he still had some productivity. Just wasn't as great as the year before, but I think this guy is still going to be a great talent. Now, while he does do a lot of things great, I will say there are a few things that he needs to get a little better at. I think his hips lack a little bit of a flip and go sometime when he is covering. Now, when he is covering and doing a great job, he's at his best, but there is some times where his hips can get a little stiff. So with a little bit of help, I think they'll improve as he gets into the league. Sometimes when he is attacking the ball, like I said earlier, he's coming full speed ahead, but you got to take great angles. There are instances where he doesn't take the best angles to the ball, and sometimes he misses the play, and the play gets more yards that he could have prevented with a better angle. Another thing I think that just will come with him being in the NFL, I think he's going to have to bulk up his frame a little bit. He's a little wiry right now, but I think with a little bit more strength training in the league, he'll put on a little weight, put a little muscle behind him, and make coming downhill a lot more efficient for him and his body. He won't take as much of the punishment when coming downhill full speed against some of the big bruisers in the NFL. But when tackling, I love to see Delpit wrap up and continue to run his feet a lot more. That's the only reason I can't consider him one of the better tackling safeties. There are instances where he doesn't show the proper fundamentals when it comes to tackling. He comes down full speed and sometimes even ducks his head. So I love to see him get better at tackling, just wrapping up, running his feet through the ball carrier, getting them down to the ground. But all in all, I think Grant Delpit is going to be a great pick for any NFL team. I love to see how he fits in with different defensive schemes. I think he can play the safety position. I think he can play the nickel position as well. It'll be great to see the transition he has from college to football, comparing him to Tyrann Mathieu and Jamal Adams. Those LSU safeties have had some great success in the NFL, and I'm excited to see what this guy does. I think he has definitely the capability to follow along in those guys' footsteps. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Let us know what you think about Delpit. We'll have Xavier McKinney coming up pretty soon as well. But as for right now, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Share this video, tell a friend and tell a friend. Check out all our other videos, and for now, I'll see you later. Peace.